Hey, everybody, welcome to today's edition. Today I've got Jennifer and Katie and Jeff. Some are more willing participants than others. Jeff, turn that frown upside down, buddy.
Sorry, my audio was messed up.
Oh, well, at least you can hear me. So
Yep.
we'll run through all of little problems. So today, my special guests do not have any idea what I'm going to be presenting. We're all going to see it at the same time, but they are trends in real estate. And there's a well-known news company called BuzzFeed, which you guys have all heard of, so I don't need to mansplain it to you like I did to my family 50 different times. But anyway, one of their articles that they just posted a couple days ago was 22 home trends that are mega popular for reasons many people will understand. So I wanted to get our crew here, all super experienced people in the real estate industry, to chime in on some of these things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and everybody's going to be able to see it at the same time. So we're going to minimize us here. And of course, you can see it's from BuzzFeed. So number one on our discussion today is doorless bathrooms. So this is a bathroom that does not, as you can see, have a door. It has a doorway, but no door on it whatsoever. What do you guys think about this?
Mm.
I like my privacy when I'm in the bathroom. So I think a door is necessary.
They call this a trend, but I've never had a client who said, "Yeah, I want the house that has the bathroom with no door."
Have you ever shown a house with a bathroom with no door?
I can't say that I have. No, every one of them has a door that locks.
That's what I was thinking, because I haven't had enough time to digest this either, and I've seen it for hours longer than you guys, simply because I've never actually seen it other than this picture. What about you, Jennifer?
I am not a fan of that at all.
Jennifer wants a double doored bathroom.
The vault door.
I mean, you never know who's just going to walk into, assuming you have kids, but you just don't know who's going to walk into the bedroom. And then I want private.
Yeah.
So if you have a owner's suite, which of course we're not calling a master bathroom anymore, I don't know if they do in this article or not, but if you have an owner's suite which has its own ensuite bathroom, then when you go to the bathroom, do you close the bathroom door and the door to the bedroom? Do you guys go behind two doors if that's the option, or do you feel like closing one door is enough?
One's enough.
Yeah, I just close one.
I think one's enough. Just depends.
Yeah, because nobody should be coming into the bedroom theoretically, unless you have small children, I guess, who know no boundaries, right, Jeff?
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. That's 100% a thing.
All right, we'll move on to the second one, exposed beams. So they didn't give a picture of this one, but I went on to, here it is. Wayfair apparently sells, everything nowadays. And here's some exposed beams. There's some different, things that they've got going on. Of course, those are lights. You can get beams. They look real. Some look real, some don't look real. What say you?
I say that I've shown quite a few houses that have that. I can definitely see that, picking up.
I think it looks nice and adds character, but it has to be the right style house, obviously.
Right, it has to be the right, because I feel like the straight beams kind of look out of place, but the trend,
like these guys here,
actually, I think look nice. Yeah, I just think they're purposely there for no reason.
And these are white.
Makes sense.
You guys can't see us because it's too tiny, but these are actually white here, and then these are. What about if they're obviously fake?
Oh,
I guess it's got to go with the theme,
Yeah, I don't get it.
Like in this picture right here, do they draw it together in a nice way? Do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it works in that house. I was like picturing it like in our house. I don't think it would work as well because our house is obviously like more farmhouse modern. I don't know. I just think it has to go with the style of the house. And I don't think that you necessarily put that in like a brand new house, because obviously it's a brand new house and wouldn't really fit, but that's just my opinion.
I mean, this
Yeah.
house has the chandelier that looks like it's from something of the Knights in the Round Table days. So maybe it fits better there. What do you think, Katie?
Yeah, I mean, I like they said, just the theme of the house, the style of the house. I guess it just depends on what it has to go together because if not, it just looks out of place.
Yeah.
I think the picture on the right, the smaller one on the right, I think that looks out of place. Just
Yeah,
looks
'cause
like
it's
it was
just
kind of like
one.
plopped in there. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Definitely looks like they just had some extra wood. And they're like, hey, let's just pretend to make a beam.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it personally, but I don't get the hate. I feel like the hate is a bit much. Like, I don't want it in my house, but if other people have it, God bless them. All right. Here's an interesting one. Built-in appliances. Like,
I like that. I think it's cool how they're all hidden. I don't like junk everywhere. So I think that's pretty cool. Everything is behind and just kind of clean looking.
well, like wall-mounted ovens,
Mhm.
wall-mounted microwaves, or microwaves that are in a drawer, etc.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Call me old school. I like the nice, either black or stainless, just right there, does its own thing. It's kind of a fixed point in a kitchen, if you ask me. That just gives like New York City apartment, cram it all in there. I don't know. That's just me.
I guess, like always, it depends on the house itself. But obviously, if space is an issue, which of course it almost always is, it looks like this is like an electric cooktop, perhaps here. So, Jeff, you're saying you prefer the stove. It's funny you say old school or however you phrase it, stuff like that, because this is actually old school. Actually, you're thinking of the new school, old school,
Yeah, the new old school.
the new old school.
Yeah,
And
I know. I don't know. Just to me, those fixtures. I mean, like an oven, and the theme of your appliances is kind of a, it's like a part of it. It's like they're, like I said, fixed points in your kitchen. I don't know.
Yeah, they are important to buyers for sure.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jennifer?
I don't know if I really have a preference either way. I mean, I like the built-in. I think it looks very like finished and clean. But I also don't like any clutter, so maybe that's why. But I don't know.
Yeah. As long as you clean it, it's all good. Agreeable gray. And I actually brought up agreeable gray. Here it is. Agreeable gray from good old Sherwin-Williams. So a lot of people are saying agreeable gray is gone. Moving out.
So our entire house is agreeable gray. I don't know if you realize that or not, but I do like it because it just depends like what else you're decorating with or the sunlight. Sometimes it looks kind of grayish and sometimes it looks kind of tannish, so it can kind of go either way, and it's very, very neutral. I mean, I'd love to have a little bit more color on our walls in some of our rooms, but I do like the neutrality of it.
Yeah, I like gray, I think, if it's for a living room. But I'm more of a color person. I like more color in my house. Just each room kind of brighter colors, I guess.
Like yellows and reds and oranges and stuff.
Not necessarily like that. Like maybe a lilac, a pretty pink, a light blue, something like that.
What about you, Jeff?
I mean, I think gray is still liked, but I can definitely see the shift. When I take clients into, newly renovated houses, we're beginning to see a lot more earthy cream tones coming back. Gray is definitely not as popular as it was. We're seeing that, I mean, even in our own renovations, we're seeing, maybe leaning away from that in the future. It just got to go with what's selling. And I mean, people still like gray, but I think they also like those nice, earthy cream tones as well. And I can see them coming back.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's definitely a switch going on, but there is still a lot of people doing gray. I like agreeable gray rather than gray. Gray just locks you in, but agreeable gray, like especially in this picture right here, I mean, you can see where this picture here with the brown table or bench or whatever this is, it really brings out the tanness in the gray.
Mhm.
A good blend. You need to give people options. If you go all gray or something like that, then they're either gonna have to repaint or change all their furniture. And then if you want to go bold like Katie, that's one way to go too. Go with those
Lilac.
lilac.
Let's get it.
How about, I like to call these the McMansions. What do you guys feel about the McMansions? I want a big house but little yard.
I hate it. I
Yeah,
could
no.
never understand why people would want to spend that much money to be on top of their neighbor. If I want to be on top of my neighbor, I'll just live in a townhouse.
Yeah, I need a yard. I like having a nice yard. Children play, your animals, do whatever you want to do in the back. I just, yeah, I don't like not having a yard. Doesn't make sense. It just, yeah.
Jeff?
I'm a little biased because, yeah, I hate that. I'm a little biased because I'm that guy where, you know, put me on the mountain, you know, 500 miles from anyone, and that's where I want to live. I like the land.
I think we have 4 thumbs down on this one. That seems to be pretty unanimous. I think if you're a, you know, high-priced executive or something like that, and you want a big house or whatever, but you don't want any yard, I don't know. It's pretty cheap, realistically, to get someone to take care of your yard if that's not your thing. But yeah, I'm with you guys. I like to have a little bit of yard around me. Otherwise, yeah, like Jennifer said, live in a condo or a townhouse. You don't have to worry about a yard at all. Doorless showers. Let me get this guy up here.
Okay, I
Doorless
am a fan of this.
What about this one? As pictured.
I mean, I'm not sure if that glass is really doing much good, but I hate shower doors. They're a pain to keep clean, and I hate them. So I'm a big fan of either a curtain or nothing if you can get away with it.
Yeah, I agree. Shower doors are, like I said, it's definitely a pain to keep clean. And they just get nasty. But I mean, I think it's cool, but I just would worry about water getting everywhere and maybe shampoo and stuff flying. So I don't know if that would be more cleaning to do. But I guess, you know, I've never used one, so I don't know.
I like it. I think it, you know, it gives fancy. It gives desirable. I think as long as the bathroom is designed to support that, you know, you got all the right grading, everything's pitched to a nice center drain, you know, and even one on the exterior just to make sure, like you guys said, water doesn't get everywhere. I think if you design it properly, very nicely done. Yeah, 10 out of 10 would do if I could.
Now,
I
Jeff,
also think it can make a small bathroom look bigger.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, just open.
So Jeff, let's differentiate for you for a second. Let's set aside remodeler, flipper, reconstructionist, and let's just focus on Jeff taking a shower for a second. How do you like this shower for you personally, taking a shower? See any problems with it?
No, I don't mind that at all.
Okay. I mean, you brought up some good points. I mean, obviously you need so theoretically, and we can't tell from this picture, theoretically, this is graded or sloped towards this drain. It's not in the room. There is nothing here from what we can see that shows that it's keeping water from going out into the room.
Yeah.
So, like, do you put a mat right at the bottom of it, like just off the picture here? I don't know. Obviously, this is staged somewhat. I don't know that I want my towels in the shower with me here.
Yeah.
I feel like that is problematic. Maybe up here might work. I don't know.
I'm with you. I think depth has something to do with it. You got to have the right depth if you're going to do something like that. A little skinny shower is just not going to cut it. You know what I mean?
And this shower is definitely very handicap accessible. It's going to be wonders for if someone was, you know, needed a stool or a wheelchair rolling in there or something like that. It would definitely be good for that. So if you're thinking about getting older, this shower is the way to go. Me, I'm not thinking about getting older. Pillows, pillows, pillows. He or she who dies with the most pillows wins. Let's start with Jeff on this one.
I can't stand all that, man. It's too much. Moving them, not moving them. Like, I want to see the bed. Like, you're taking away from the. I don't know. It's inconvenient. It's super inconvenient.
Katie?
I don't care too much for necessarily decorative pillows, maybe a couple, but I am a pillow queen. I love a lot of pillows when I sleep, like a lot. So I'm cool with it.
Jennifer?
I like the pillows.
So this one looks like it falls right along gender lines here, with the males perhaps liking a few less pillows and the females perhaps liking a few more pillows. Katie seems to want the pillows that are actually being used. Do you have like a body pillow that you use?
I do, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And a lot of people like that. Like our daughter has a weighted blanket and stuff like that. And I think that I don't have one, but I kind of think that, the more you can get snuggled up at something. Jennifer likes to sleep with 200 pounds worth of dogs in the bed with her, which is, very snuggly as well. So I can see where that would be that. But yeah, I'm with you, Jeff. The first thing I do is all these pillows are getting out of the way when it's time to sleep. Next is huge master bedrooms. So I brought up a very typical owner suite that has just an enormous owner suite. You got your bed space here, and this one isn't even as big as some of the ones that I've seen, but then you have your own little entertaining space inside your bedroom. What say you guys on this?
I love it. I like the space. I think it looks nice. If you just want, I'm not really a watch TV in bed kind of person. So I think the couch being there, I think it's pretty cool. I actually like it. And you could be by yourself, kind of
Isolate yourself from your family.
Yeah, I like it. I think it looks nice and just more room. So I actually like that.
I do like this one that's pictured how it kind of has the separate sitting area. I see a draw to that. What I don't like is when the bedroom is maybe like a size and a half of what the bedroom itself is pictured in here, and it's like more space than you need. It's not enough to really put in a separate seating area, but it's more than what you need for just basic furniture and a bed. So it just is overkill.
Like if this wall wasn't here and this was just all one solid room.
Right. Then it's like, what do you do with all that space? Because it's more than you need. So I do like the separation in the picture, and I can see the draw to that. But I don't know. Do you really want to like seclude yourself in your bedroom? I mean, maybe sometimes you do, but for the most part, I'd rather. But for the most part, I'd rather be out and about where things are happening in the house, and not, if I want to go to bed, then I go to bed and people leave me alone.
I'm only in 2 places at my house. Well, now 3 because I have a home office. But before that, if I wasn't in my room, I'm in the kitchen. When I leave the kitchen, I go back to my room. So for me, that's awesome. I wouldn't necessarily put a sitting area in my bedroom because I don't want to invite anyone to come sit in my bedroom. I just like being in my bedroom. Just close the door and shut the world out, and just, especially if I have my entertainment, in my bedroom, I'm good to go. In this particular case, I have my office now, but yeah, I love that. I think it's great. Large bedroom, it's kind of my area, and it's king size.
Yeah. I like it. You could also change it, even like make that a closet, or I don't know, you could change it up if you wanted to, make it a little different instead of being, what it is. So I think that's neat too, that you kind of have an option to do what you want with that extra little area.
You need a walk-in closet for your shoes.
I do.
This is I'm with Jennifer on this, and I think the rest of you guys as well. I feel like if this were just one big room without kind of a separation, I would hate it, because it when you look at your room, it's like a footprint. You got that, you got your queen or your king size bed, and it only takes up 1/10 of the room. It just kind of looks weird. But I know that this is a growing trend. People love these, and they don't care what it does to the other bedrooms. That's one thing we didn't address here. But obviously, there's only so many square feet you have in a house, and if you're going to have the equivalent of 2 bedrooms, you're either going to make all of your other bedrooms smaller, or you're going to have one less bedroom. I don't know how that affects saleability, but all right. What about the garage in the front? There's so many carriage houses, and there's other names for them and everything, where the garage is just pushed right up front. What do you guys think about that?
As a gearhead, I can't stand it. I don't want my garage anywhere near my house. I want a detached garage where I can, get that car up in the air. I can weld thing, whatever it is I want to do. I want it away from my house and in its own little world. I don't like that.
I don't mind. I don't really care either way, to be honest.
'Cause you're not fixing your car on the curb,
Yeah,
right? Like
So-
Jeff.
it doesn't matter to me.
I like the look of the garage on the side versus the front. I mean, it doesn't I don't despise this, but personally, I would prefer my garage be on the side,
I don't
not
like.
be the focus.
Sorry, I don't like it when you have to walk past it and your door is like 20 feet back down a little alleyway because all of these things are crammed together. This in particular is displeasing to me. I do like the fact that they have the separate little garage here. That's kind of cool. But yeah, throwing all the garages in the front. I like what Jared has where his garage is back entrance. Jeff, that'd probably be a plus for you as well, where you pull into the driveway and then you pull back towards the house and the garage is actually on the back of the house. I think those are kind of cool because then you can go to town and none of your neighbors can see what you're doing. They don't see your tools. Nobody's tempted to walk into your garage, take things or any of that. You get to hide your stuff.
I agree.
True. Yeah.
All right, number 10. Walking through the bathroom to get to the closet. Or I've actually found this trend. Wanted to share this as well. The closet bathroom integrated together, all in one. It's the cloth room or the bath it. Just kidding. I just made those up. Sorry.
I like having the closets in the bathroom, but not open like that. The separate.
Like you like the closet having a door where you leave the bathroom.
Right. I don't want to. Yeah, because closets tend to be, junky most of the time. So I don't want to have to constantly worry about what it looks like or what your side looks like. But I do like being able to get out of the shower and just have your clothing right there and not have to go walking through the bedroom. Especially if you and your partner are on different sleep schedules.
Yeah, I don't really like it. I like it being separate. Plus, I don't know if the steam, what it would do to, I don't know, my purses, shoes, whatever. I don't even know if that would bother it, but I would like it to be separate. So, yeah, I wouldn't want it in the same area. So I don't really like that.
I'm indifferent. As long as that whole menagerie is in the owner's bedroom and the only person who should be having access to it is me, the owners. Like I said, indifference, pretty slick. You know what I mean? Either way, I just think having a bathroom in your bedroom is the dopest thing ever. It's awesome.
Yeah, I can see Jennifer's point. I mean, if you look at this picture here, I mean, you can tell this is probably something that's staged because it just seems like a lot of wasted space that they're just decorating it in an effort to keep it neat and stuff like that. So if that's one of your hangups, if you're showing off your bathroom to people and you have to show off the closet at the same point, that's something. But I do like the convenience of the all-in-one. I like the convenience of being able to go in one room or one section and I have to go back and forth through the bedroom or this or that. All right. So let me stop sharing. There we go. Everybody's big again. So we're going to reconvene in the next day or two and go over some more of these guys, but I just wanted to go over 10 of them. I'd like to thank my panel of Jennifer, Jeff, Katie, and myself, of course. And we will see you guys soon. Thanks again.